are welcome to Achiever's Spirit Show. Today we are going to have an intense discussion on a very interesting topic. If you are a lady out there, we have a great news for you. Here with me is Lisa, and he is going to give us the secret of keeping your man in a relationship. You are highly welcome. On behalf of all ladies out there, we are glad you have accepted to give us this important secret from the angle of men. So here are the secrets you shared earlier, and we are going to discuss it one after the other. Number 1, have a definition of your ideal man. Number 2, avoid unhealthy thoughts. Number 3, understand what matters more to your man. Number 4, support his dreams. Number 5, don't double date him. Let's start with number 1. What will you say about this?
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be on this show, and if you're a lady out there, please can you just say, wow, I love this show? Just say it on your screen, and while you're watching this interview, just say, wow, I love this interview. I believe you will enjoy this interview, as this interview is going to carry a very strong power that will help you in maintaining your relationship. Going with the first point, it says, have a definition of your ideal man. What do we mean by that? It is always important for you to know the kind of a man you would love to have in your own relationship. Should he be a tall person? Should he be a short person? Should he be a graduate? Should he be from a particular region of the country? Or should he be a person that is mingling with some calibers of people? Should he be a person that is moving with farmers? Or should he be a person that is moving with carpenters, for instance? Or should he be a medical personnel? Should he be a person that, you need to have a draft list of how you want your man to be. Okay? Some people may be thinking this thing is stupid, man, but these things are very, very, very important, because you can't just afford to accept any kind of man that comes your way. And I even had a friend of mine, one lady like that. She said, I will want my man, she said, I would want my man to look very tall. And then she was like looking at me. I said, it can't be me, it can't be me. This can't be me. So you need to have a definition of your man, and this is going to help you a lot, especially when you have a lot of men trooping into your own way.
Let's move to the second point. Avoid unhealthy thoughts. So what will you say about this?
This may mean a very simple statement to other people, but this is a very, very strong point here. Unhealthy thought. Do you know what an unhealthy thought can do to a person? If you have a negative view about life in general, let's move to the angle of life generally. If you have a negative thought towards something, then there's high tendency that you are going to mess up with that thing. Okay, tell me how. Let me bring you into relationship now. If you believe that your man does not love you, or if you feel somebody used to come to you with a negative thought, or maybe negative information, or maybe a gossip about your boyfriend, for instance. Okay, this your boyfriend doesn't love you, this your boyfriend doesn't care about you, this your boyfriend, he likes doing things that shows that he doesn't love you. All these things are sort of negative things that third party, when I say third party, people that are around apart from you and your boyfriend, for instance, people can come with such crazy things to you. The biggest mistake you will make is to accept these negative things. The very moment you begin to believe that your boyfriend does not love you again, then you have started accepting negative thoughts, or will I say unhealthy thoughts, as you have read it out there. Now this is what this will do to you. The very moment you begin to believe that your boyfriend does not love you, your mind will begin to okay, so this man doesn't love me. Okay, so why the hell am I staying with him from the first place? What am I doing with him again? So sometimes if you used to call him with nice names, or maybe sweetheart, my love, before you know it, you will not know the time you will stop calling him with such names. And before you know it, if he calls you, just be like, hello, who am I speaking with? As some people will do it. They have the number already saved in their phone, but the kind of attitude they are displaying will now begin to give some negative thoughts to the man too. By the time the man is now beginning to sense this negative, maybe some kind of strange behaviors from the woman, or from the girl per se, you now begin to okay, so what's wrong with this, my babe? What's wrong with this, my babe? Maybe he may overlook that for the first time, and then the second time it happens, but the next time that thing happens again continuously, it will now begin to create some feelings in his own mind too. that will now at default begin to what? Shun her down in his own heart. The very moment a lady begins to do something like that to her man, then he will begin to have a decline in the love he has for her. And what led to that? A negative thought, an unhealthy thought. If anybody comes to you, oh, your man doesn't love you, or maybe if you see your man maybe having some kind of things like, okay, he didn't call you throughout the day, you should tell yourself, or you should try to cultivate a mindset that, okay, maybe my man is trying to work on something that will be useful to us. Maybe he's working on our dreams. Maybe he's working on something that will be helpful to both of us in the future time. You know, instead of thinking maybe, which girl did he call last night? Which ladies is he mingling with? Like, oh my goodness, this man must have been cheating on me. You know, all this kind of unhealthy thought will only lead to danger. And of which I advise all ladies out there to desist away from these kind of thoughts.
Wow. Let's move to the next point. Understand what matters more to your man. Need more explanation about this.
Understand what matters more to your man. This is a very, very powerful point. To some ladies, you know, let me smile a bit. Somebody out there was telling me, okay, so this one that you're speaking as if you're upset. No, I'm not upset. You know, I just feel these things are disturbing me deep in my heart, especially to our ladies. This thing is very, very, very important. Understanding your man is very important. Some people will be like, my man doesn't like anybody, you know, to call me. Another person will say, oh my goodness, my man is so jealous. He doesn't want me to come at night. Huh? Another person will say, wow, my man doesn't want me to switch off my phone. And all these things cut across all men. Every single man out there have things that are important, you know, to them. Men are principled in nature. Let me put that very clear, because we work based on principles. We have less of emotions and then more of principles that we operate on. Sometimes, some of the things that a lady may be thinking a man may value may not be the things. To a lady now, she feels maybe, okay, if I come to my man and maybe cook for him, oh my goodness, my man will love me so much. Maybe to that man, it may mean the person that loves him is the person that understands his dreams, the person that will encourage him when it comes to his dreams. Now, if you are lucky enough, your man may speak it out to you and say, okay, so babe, these are the things that matters more to me. I so much care about a lady's hair, how she makes her hair. I care so much about the kind of cream she's using. Are we getting the point? So, but if you're not lucky enough, you may not, fall into a man that will be telling you all these things. But if you are still very sensitive, you will get to know the things that matters more to that man at the same time. And how? You may ask me. Now, if you discover that your man speaks a lot about a lady's hair, oh my goodness, I saw one lady, if you see the way she made her hair, oh my God, I really love it. That's the point number one for you to pay attention to. That is indirectly telling you that you should pay attention to your hairstyle. Or you may see your man saying something like, oh my goodness, I was with my friend today, oh my God, one lady came and cooked a very delicious meal for us, oh my God, I wish that lady can still come and cook that thing to me. You know, that may look rude, but the man may just feel like, okay, let me just discuss this thing with my woman. When a man tells you something like that, don't be offended with it, but rather try to see, okay, oh my God, so it means I can be able to win the heart of this man. Don't know if you get the point. Yeah. So now, these things, another man will be telling you, okay, me, I just like the way slim ladies look like. So all these things, they are points that one needs to pay attention to. All these things, when you discuss with your man, he is going to give you a lot of things and expo. I call it expo. He's going to give you a lot of expo that will help you in understanding him. And it is from there you are going to be able to draft out some important things that you need to pay attention to, so that you are not going to lose your man to a random lady out there. Okay? So, I think that is very clear.
Wow! How I wish I know these things earlier. Well, thank God I know it now. Let's move to the next one. Support his dreams. So, what will you say about this?
Supporting a man's dream is one of the rare things that ladies do. Please, I'm sorry if this offends any lady out there, but this is a moment of reality now, so I have to communicate the real truth that we observe on daily basis. You know, I'm a man, so we do discuss with some of my fellow men, and we do talk about a lot of these things. We have rare kind of ladies that support a man's dream. This have nothing to do with maybe gender inequality or something like this. You know, if a man goes to a lady and say, okay, now I will love this woman to be my friend, for instance, it means he's signing up for that lady to be a person that he is going to end up his life with. I don't know if you get my point there. So then if that be true, that woman need to be able to support your dreams. Okay, if this and this and this are the things you want to pursue in this life, that woman should be able to support that dream. And believe you me, if you can support a man's dream, that man will never let go of you. Someone may say, okay, so what if we decided to break up with the man in the future? Does it mean all my effort in supporting his dream is a waste? My sister, no man will want to break up with any lady that wants to support his dream. If I'm pursuing my dream and you come and support me, maybe sometimes if I'm sitting on the table and then trying to read and go through this, oh my baby, you know, what are you trying to study? How may I be able to help? Oh, maybe I'm trying to work on one or two things. Okay, how can I be able to support in this? You know, the lady also may be having her own dreams too. So those things are reciprocal. But since we are talking about how to keep a man in a relationship today, so let me focus more on how a lady can be able to keep her man. Sometimes all of these things are the things that will stop a lady from losing her man to another woman. So please, if you are in a relationship, this does not only apply to a woman in a relationship, this also applies to a woman that is already married to a man. If you support his dreams, you are going to control his heart 100%. I mean this. Because men are always loyal to women that pay attention to what matters more to them. So that's just briefly about that.
Okay, finally, let's look at the last point for today. Don't double date him.
Before I respond to this, I want you to know that that is not all it takes to keep a man. But for today, we are going to focus on only these 5 points that we just discussed. And then subsequently, on part 2 of this very program, we are going to continue with the next points that will be very important for you as a lady to pay attention to if you want to keep your man in a relationship. And when we say in a relationship, we mean a healthy relationship. Now, the last point says, don't double date him. I believe this is self-explanatory. Even the woman, nobody will want, her man to double date her with another lady. So same thing goes to the men too. If you double date your man, it means you're telling him you don't respect him. If you respect your man, then you don't double date him. You can't be having 2 boyfriends at a time and then you expect that boyfriend to stay. It doesn't happen that way. So this important secret we just shared, they are very, very, very important for you to pay attention to them, which are, have a definition of the ideal man you will want to have in a relationship, avoid unhealthy thoughts, know what matters more to your man, then support his dreams, and then lastly, do not double date him. Thank you very much for following up this show. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. In the nearby future time, maybe in few days to come, we are going to elaborate more on this. For the guys too, you are not left behind. There will also be another show that will talk more on how the men can be able to keep the ladies too. So ladies, don't feel bad about this because the men turn is also coming too. So we will have a lady that will come and tell us what matters more to the ladies, so that we guys too will have these important secrets that it takes to keep a woman. So have a great time.
Thank you for following this show.
We will come your way another time. Bye.